Check this out. Your self-talk has to be positive at all times, even when the negative arises, even when the negative gets thrown at you. You have to flip it. You have to change your perspective on how you view any situation that lands in your lap. That's why I tell you guys, do not categorize people or events as good or bad, because then that's when you set yourself up for failure. When you start categorizing people as, oh, they're bad people, they take my energy away, they're always negative, they're always, are talking shit. You start already creating that animosity. You start, feeling, angry, pissed off, resentment towards that person. You got to see it as a learning lesson. What could I pull from it? What could I learn from it? Because at the end of the day, once you start creating anger within yourself, then you're victimizing. You're playing the victim role without even knowing. Because in our reality, like, you're giving your power away. They're taking your power away. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, I still deal with it. Yes, I still struggle with it. But how long are you going to sit in that problem? How long are you going to go, dwelling on the problem, which is not benefiting you? It takes productivity away. It takes that positive, day away, because you're negative now. You're in a bad mood, and now you just, you're irritated, and people feel that. People feel that energy. You're a walking, energy. We're all, energy travels throughout, throughout the phone call, throughout, just looking at that person, feeling that energy. You could sense it. You could sense if that person's in a bad mood, if that person's, has bad intentions. People feel that. They drive up your energy. If you're in a good mood, in a positive mood, people know that. They get pumped up. They feel the good vibe. They feel the good energy. And this is what you got to check your energy at all times. You have to have that positive self-talk at all times of like, nope, you're not going to take my energy away. Nope, you're not going to take my positivity away for the day. I'm in control. Whatever they're going through, they're projecting it on you. You just have to have these fail safes in back of your head to remind you. It's reminders. It's about reminders, not about reading something about how to, combat that or how to deal with that. It's not new knowledge. It's not learning new knowledge. It's just reminding yourself that it's going to happen. That test is going to come. How are you going to deal with it? How are you going to be able to deal with that problem that it's going to come? It's going to come, not maybe today, maybe throughout, the week. It happens all the time. We get tested all the time. We get tested with our family. We get tested out in the streets. We get tested with our friends. We got to start learning and not taking shit so personal. We got to start seeing this as a learning lesson. What could I pull from it? How could I, benefit from this? Because it's a game of life. It's a game of life of how you're going to deal with the outcome that gets thrown at you, the adversity that gets thrown at you, that event that didn't go well because, it was not as you thought it was going to be. And now, you're just all worked up about it and pissed off of the world or the people around you. You start letting them have it. You start creating more problems by letting events or people dictate your day, take control and the power over you. This happens a lot, and it stops us a lot from pushing forward in life. You're after a certain goal, you get triggered by someone, by what they're saying, their opinion. People's opinions shouldn't matter. And this is where everybody, like, they hold themselves back, and I learned that because, that's what, holds a lot of people back. They plant a seed in your head. If you really like just so weak-minded, they're easily going to influence you by just, saying something, sarcastic, saying something like that's playful, but they mean it, in a harmful way, that it gets stuck in your head, and that you make it bigger. You start creating scenarios in your head. You let that get to you. You let that consume you. You have to shut it down. You have to be aware of all these, little things that, might be insignificant, but it starts off with just planting that seed in your head, and you start, thinking about it so much. And I get that with a lot of my team members. Oh, I just don't know if they're gonna like what I'm saying. I don't know how my family's gonna view me. I don't know, if they're gonna like what I'm doing, or if they're gonna feel a type of way because I'm speaking a certain way, because I'm just talking about being positive now, and that you shouldn't be destroying your life with vices and drinking, knowing that that's who you were before. So a lot of times you just don't want to feel the attack. You don't want them to poke holes at you. Like, I get it. I get it from my closest ones to me that knew that I used to drink before, that I used to engage in bad behavior. Oh, who do you think you are now? Or you think you're all good now. You think that, oh, you're just living this positive life now. So they're gonna come in any way to take your peace away, to derail you from the path that you're in. You just gotta be strong-minded. How are you gonna be strong-minded? But just having a strong core belief, setting your standards high, learning how to say no, have that self-love, self-respect, on loving yourself, and stop focusing or stop getting all worked up because of what people are telling you or what they're saying. Yes, it's the closest ones to you, and that's the sad thing about it, that you got to recognize that. This is where you're going to set yourself apart. This is where you're going to see who's riding with you and who's not. And at the end of the day, that's what people are in fear of. They're just in fear of that. Oh, I don't want that person not to like me no more. I don't want that person to feel a type of way no more. If they feel a type of way because you're doing something positive or something that you love, something that's calling you, and something that that it's working for you, why will you seek validation? If they're not with it, they're not your people. Your people should want to see you succeed. Your people that love you, that care for you, would want a better life for you. They would want you to take care of yourself. They would want you to love yourself. We're always wanting the people that, ain't for you to be for you. You're holding on to that. You're always just looking and seeking validation on the wrong people, whether because you think they're cool, whether you think they're popular, whether because you think that, there's just somebody that you look up to, or somebody that, that was your dog, or you rode, you guys rode together, you guys grew up together. All these things that you put in your head of like why you want acceptance from that individual is what causes a lot of people not to go after their path, after their passion, after their goals, after what you want to do in life, because of people's opinion about what they would say. Think about it. That positive self-talk has to be there at all times. Nope, I'm doing it for me. I love myself. I want that self-love, self-worth, self-investment. I'm tired of where I'm at. I'm not gonna let nothing stop you. I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. Either they're riding with me, or I just can't do this anymore. I just can't side with what they think that is best for me, or what they think that I should be doing. Like I said, we do not ask for permission. We do not consider people's opinion that's not incongruent with our past or our goals. You are your own man. You are your own person. Learn how to say no, draw a line, and keep pushing. Run it.